again, delighted to have another one of the core team members join us for this Meet the Core Team interview series. And today I'm joined by Narahari Joshi, a great colleague and really a very valuable person to have on the team. So Narahari, do you want to start by just introducing yourself?
Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is Narahari Joshi, and I like being called Hari. In fact, everybody calls me Hari, and then I feel more comfortable that way. I live in Leeds for the last 30 years with family. I've got two grown-up children. They live in London. So me and my wife, we live in Leeds. And I've been living in UK for 30 years, of which 26 years have been in Leeds. So I'm a very much Leeds person. I call Leeds as my home. Originally, I come from coastal Karnataka in India. But as my surname Joshi suggests, my ancestors are from Maharashtra. So as typically with a lot of people of Indian origin, I'm multilingual. I can speak, including Hindi, I can speak 5 Indian languages. Marathi, which is my mother tongue, Kannada, spoken in Karnataka, and another 2 regional languages called Tulu and Konkani, spoken in coastal Karnataka, and obviously our national language, Hindi.
That's awesome. I mean, it's amazing that you can speak so many languages. And you know, let's think about the radio station. What we're trying to do with the station itself. You know, what's your role on the station, and what do you bring into that program that we're driving here?
Right. By profession, I've worked in the computer industry for 38 years. Now, this involved working on implementing systems, designing, project managing, everything for half of it. Other half I've spent working in computer auditing. So technology, I would say, is my bread and butter. But I'm not a computer geek or technology geek as such. My idea of technology is to implement technology and make our life better by the use of technology. And I would like to have control over this technology rather than technology controlling us. So my experience in technology is what I want to use for taking this radio station further to implement digital broadcasting technology, which is what our radio station is going to be. But the second thing that I've kept myself busy is I've been working as a radio presenter for over 3 years now in a community radio. So I've experience of presenting on radio and creating radio programs. And I also worked on a community radio where you can create and upload programs by literally working from home using whatever digital technology available to create these programs. So what I'm bringing to this radio station is these 2 aspects, one on technology, other one on program production, how we can create and make very good programs. So I intend to train those enthusiast community members on creating and presenting radio programs.
That's brilliant. I mean, I think those are really important skills to you know, for the station to be successful. You know, your actual experience in broadcasting on Akash Radio and the other radios is absolutely really, really helpful. Do you want to just tell us a bit more about the training and how can people get trained and be able to get ready for being able to present?
Sure. I must admit, I've been a radio enthusiast right from my childhood, but I had never ever imagined that I'll be presenting on a radio at some point in time. It so happens one of my best friend, Devendraji, who has got more than 35 years of experience working on radio presentation. He was running a training program in a community radio where he was working. So he literally forced me into join the training program. Said, come on, you should do this radio presentation program. I did the program. It was a 6 weeks program on every Saturday, about 2 to 3 hour session. So in these 6 weeks, Devanji trained me what it is, what are the elements of presenting on a community radio station, what you should be doing. But more than that, how do you make your presentation, your program, something unique that everybody in community likes? So this basic things he taught, but you always learn these things by doing. So soon after the training, I started giving programs on community radio, and I can tell you that I have thoroughly enjoyed presenting programs as well as anything connected with the radio technology and the broadcasting, and the very essence of a community radio is something I've really started enjoying, and that is something I want to bring to Radio Rangoli, because like me, I'm sure there are a lot of enthusiast community members there who have got a lot of talents, and I would like to train them, help them, support them in becoming very good radio presenters.
That's awesome. I think lots of people are really excited to become a presenter. We've had that from the survey already. Um, I, I know you've got a tremendous passion for music, and I've listened to some of your radios, so it's really interesting. When you think about the radio show itself, what do you want the people to do to make it interesting and relevant to the community? Any sort of suggestions you got for the future presenters?
Yeah, I think there are two things I want to talk in this context actually. One is radio station. Now, the reason I like radio as a communication medium is it is one of the non-evasive communication. So when radio is going on, you can happily go and do whatever work you're doing. You can be driving or you can be working in kitchen, and radio does not take over you unlike other mediums. However, it is so powerful because through radio medium, we can influence people's thinking and how people want to uh, come together, and we can bring community values. The idea is to bring something which is interesting to people. So music is definitely one of the top ones when it comes to, and then music gels very well with the radio medium because it is something which you can listen to in the background and keep on doing your normal work. And if you're so uh, interested in it, probably you can pay attention by only listening to that. But more often, you tend to listen and then carry on with your normal work. So that's why I like music as a concept for bringing radio programs. So all the programs which have some element of music in it, I think is definitely a good success on a community radio. The second thing I want to talk about is in a community radio, there cannot be only music, there cannot be only Bollywood, or there cannot be only bhajans or whatever it is. So there has to be variety of programs. So we have to make sure that there is something for everybody, and interests of different sections of community, different age groups is catered to. So that's what we are looking for when we start working on what sort of programs we should have, what sort of programs we should present, and what sort of presenters we should have to present different programs. These are the things we're busy working as a team, putting together some ideas and putting together some plans.
That's brilliant, and I think it's you bringing what matters to you and what you care about, because if you care about it, others are going to care about it as well. So it's that recognition that we can do things which matter to many people. So what advice would you give people, and how can the community get involved in this station and the venture here?
The very concept of community radio is it's not a commercial organization. It runs by volunteers. We are all working on this project together. We all do this on a voluntary basis because it's all that feeling that the community that we live in, we want to give something back to the community. This country where we live, and we happily call this as our home, the very ethos of this country is multicultural societies. So when we live in a multicultural society, we should promote the community values of harmony, friendship, and respecting, honoring each other. That's what we want to bring through this community radio. So we want people who have got similar thinking, similar ideologies, but more than that, we want to promote those people who have got skills and talents, but want a platform to showcase their talents. So that is something we are expecting, that our community will come forward and join this initiative once we launch the radio. At this moment in time, I know we have been doing these interviews and we have been talking a lot of discussions in English, but I just want to clarify that हमारे programs जो होंगे रेडियो पे वो सिर्फ अंग्रेजी में नहीं होंगे, पूरा भाषा में हम प्रोग्राम बनाएंगे, लेकिन आपको बताना पड़ेगा आपको कौन सी भाषा में प्रोग्राम सुनना पसंद करेंगे आप। पंजाबी में प्रोग्राम्स होंगे, गुजराती में होंगे, मराठी में होंगे, साउथ इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस में होंगे, लेकिन सबसे पहले आपको बताना पड़ेगा कि कौन सा प्रोग्राम्स आप पसंद करेंगे, कौन सी भाषा में आप प्रोग्राम्स पसंद करेंगे। It is very important that we want to listen to community and we invite community to tell us. This is where we have already opened various communication channels. We have got a website where people can communicate with us. We have gone live on Facebook. We've gone live on Twitter. This is what I call as our digital strategy for this radio, because everything is going to be digital the way we are going to work. It is going to be launched on a digital platform. The advantage of that is the program production can be done more often without having to go into a studio, unlike the older technology where you go into studio, use a mixer and produce the programs and present them. On digital technology, you can literally do it sitting at home. You can upload those programs, and all being well, you can even play those programs or broadcast those programs even sitting at home. So this technology advantage is what we want to utilize for people's benefit. So those people in community who want to utilize their time or whatever spare time they have to be part of community radio, I think this is a fantastic opportunity for them. And as we know, digital radio is the future for broadcasting. So that's something we're really looking forward to work with community and provide the real value and benefits of technology and promote our community values.
Wonderful messages, and I think all the listeners will be really keen to hear that. And absolutely, as you said, it's what language matters to the community. Hindi, Gujarati, South Indian languages, Bengali. We want to be inclusive, but it really comes back to what the community cares about, what matters to the community. And as you say, providing that platform where people can really flourish and become the best person of themselves that they want to be. This is what it's about. So Hariji, thank you very much, and really appreciate that. We're looking forward to making the station something we can all be proud of.
Definitely. And looking forward to the launch of this radio, and then working with community, getting community involved. And the main message is if there are various sections of the community, one of our objective will be to bring all these sections together and we work as one unified Hindu community working on this platform and helping each other, at the same time respecting, honoring all other communities around us, and make this society a nice place to live. So that's our ambition and that's our motto.
Wonderful. For Hindus, by Hindus, to create Hinduism. Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.